Welcome to the Wellingborough Organisations Community Forum. We're here to work together for the people of Wellingborough. And what are we doing on this forum? Well, we're going to introduce ourselves in a minute. I think most people know everybody apart from Connie. We'll pick on Connie today, shall we? Then we're going to talk about what's on Wellingborough. So any events that we've got. I know the library's got quite a big one coming up in a couple of weeks. And then if we've got time in the hour, which bearing in mind there's only, what is this, 3 of us, I think we'll probably cope with a bit of working together if we choose to. So I'll share that in a second, and I'll bring Rachel back onto the thing. So as you're on the screen, Rachel, would you like to introduce yourself first?
Yep, so I'm Rachel. I'm not Sophie, as it's probably coming up on your screen. It's just automatically logged me in as Sophie. But I'm a customer advisor at Wellingborough Library, and yeah, happy to join you. Do you want me to talk about what's going on at the library yet, or are you doing that a bit later?
No, just want to know who you are for everybody. So
okay.
I'm going to pick on Connie next because she's the closest to the screen. It's the only reason. Would you like to go next, Connie?
So I'm Connie Penn, representing the VCSE Assembly. I'm the lead for Arts, Culture and Heritage, and I am working almost full-time on a project in Hemmingwell to bring the community centre back into full operation.
Sounds like a daft question, and I think I know what it means, but what does VCSE stand
I was afraid you were going to ask me that.
Voluntary sector and community enterprises, charitable enterprises.
Voluntary sector.
Charitable enterprises.
So it's everybody that does stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
We were talking about something earlier, and
Sector.
I didn't know if that included me or not.
Voluntary.
Community social enterprises. So it's where we've brought so far there's 10 thematics, so different voluntary organisations across the county. So we have a thematic for age, we've got a thematic for carers, we've got one for rural communities, my one arts, culture, heritage and culture and heritage, sports, young people, and there's 4 others, but it's all of those areas are now working together as so that we can cross-refer, and I'm using that very much in Hemmingwell as a model to bring Hemmingwell back. But that's what it is. It's just the voluntary sector working together. It's networking, really.
Yes, it's good. Would you like to go next, Joe?
Can do. My name's Jo Peplow. I'm centre manager at Glamis Hall for All. We run an over 50s day centre, and we're a community centre and venue for hire.
Cool. And last but not least, hopefully, I'm Jonathan Hornet. I am your co-op member pioneer, which is why I get to wear a really snazzy top like this. What we try and do is connect the community and support where we can. That's why we sponsor and do things like this community forum. I'm also the treasurer for Wellingborough Eco Group, and I run a few of the projects that we do at Wellingborough Eco Group. And we're actually based in one of those projects at Glamis Hall called the Eco Hub. So welcome to the Eco Hub. I think that's probably enough about me. I don't think you need any more details, do you? So Rachel, because you're absolutely chomping at the bit, I bet you want to go first with your events then, don't you?
Yes, okay. I'll run through our sort of weekly to fortnightly events first of all, just so that everyone gets an idea of what we do on a general day-to-day running of the library. So every fortnight on a Monday, we have a friendship and tea club. That's for everyone to get involved with if they want to. At the moment, I think there's about 20 to 30 people that attend that. So it's a really popular one of our groups. And that runs 2 till 4 on a Monday. Again, the alternate Mondays, we've got a deaf and tinnitus coffee shop group, and that's another group for people with sort of hearing difficulties to get together, discuss. Sometimes we have guest speakers in to help who can discuss sort of hearing aids and any other things that are available for people. Tuesdays, we've got BIPC. So I'm not sure if anyone's heard of BIPC, but they are an organisation from the British Library that run out of the library on a Tuesday morning, and they do a drop-in and help new businesses start up, and they can offer advice to existing businesses as well. So it's if you've got your own independent business and you need some of that extra help, and they can point you in direction of funding as well. We've got an English conversation group on a Tuesday morning as well. And this is a group for all different people. We've got people from all over the world that attend that. And it's just a bit of fun where we can help people to practice just English that you'd use in day-to-day conversation. So it's not a formal qualification that you're getting from that. It is just sitting down and being able to use your English in a normal environment and getting used to some of the British terminology that you might not necessarily understand. We've got an under ones group on a Tuesday, and also a manga and anime group for teenagers after school. Tell me if I'm boring you and you want to jump in at any point.
That's fabulous. Keep going. You're doing well.
So, on a Wednesday, we've got library rhyme time and library bounce and rhyme. So the first one is for preschoolers who are not walking yet. No, sorry, who are walking. And then bounce and rhyme are for babies, so non-walkers. And we've got craft and chatter on a Wednesday and a Friday, and that's 2 till 4. You can bring any craft you like along to that. And again, it's just an informal group and a nice way for people to meet together and just make new friendships. And Thursday, we've got preschool play, that's crafts with the children. And we've got a crochet group for children aged 7 to 16 years old after school on a Thursday as well. That's quite a new group. It's a very small group at the moment, but we're hoping to get more interest as time goes on. And then Friday, we've got a story time for under 5s in the morning. Like I said, we've got craft and chatter Fridays and Wednesdays. And then we've got a writing group on a Friday as well. That's a very popular group, and we've been surprised at how many people have been interested in that, but it's a really creative, nice way to get people together. And Saturdays, we've got Family Fun Club every other week. We've got a construction corner that stays open throughout the day for children. And there's a RPG group, which is a role play group. Don't ask me too much about that. And that is on a Saturday, 12 till 3. Our big events that are coming up is our 50th anniversary. So 50 years celebrating Wellingborough Library. We're celebrating that on the 11th of July, and it will run 10 till 4. And at this event, we've got stalls, entertainment, refreshments. We've got different stall holders that are selling crafts. And then we've also got different stalls for people offering different types of advice around the community. I am talking really fast, so please stop me, slow me down if you need to. And then another big event is the Summer Reading Challenge. Our launch is on the 20th of July. And I don't know if any of you have heard of the Summer Reading Challenge before, but it's a challenge for primary school children to read 6 books over the summer holidays. And then for that, they get a booklet, 2 sets of stickers for every book that they read. And then when they complete their 6 books, they come back into us. We ask them some questions about the books, make sure that they've read them. And then they get a medal, certificate, and an invite to our finishers party, which will be in September. And that's me done, sorry.
Thank you very much. Your 50th anniversary is a week on Thursday, isn't it? I think.
Yes.
No, so we had to move it. Yeah, a week. So yeah, the 11th. It was originally planned for the 4th, but then the general election got announced, so we had to move it to the following week.
That's cool. That's cool. And what time did you say it was? 10 till 4?
10 till 4, that's right.
I can write stuff down and everything. That's fab. I have some good news for you. I can actually spend some pennies on you, so we'll get together.
Okay.
I didn't know because I'll tell you stuff later. There you go. There you go. So that's good. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Great.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Your writers group, do you know if they're liaising at all with the local disability writers group? There is a local disability group.
No. So if you can provide some information on that, I can definitely pass that on, because I know that they'd be interested in that.
Yeah. So
What we're trying to do, sorry.
Yeah, I know that's quite a well-attended group. I think they tend to meet over Zoom. It came out of COVID to give
Okay.
people do during COVID, and it's continued on, and it's been quite a successful group from what I understand.
Okay, are they still meeting by Zoom, do you know, or have they got a meeting place somewhere?
Mixture, I think, a mixture of places and by Zoom, but I can send you Karen's details.
Yeah, that would be brilliant, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make a
And
note.
something else I found out about the library the other day,
Did you?
because I'm a little bit of a nerd and research family tree history, and apparently you can access Find My Past at any library for free.
You can, yeah. And we've got an amazing volunteer here as well that comes on a Friday, and he's happy to help people research their past as well. So you can sit with him if you're not particularly confident on the computer, but you still want to find out. He's really good.
Yeah, I thought that was a great service when I heard about that the other week. 'Cause I've been researching mine for about 20 years, so I'm
Okay.
doing with it. But yeah, to have another website that I can access and come to the library to do, that's brilliant. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm a bit late.
She's a bit late. You've just missed, like, we're not going to ask her.
Don't make me do that again.
No, because you know, really well.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce yourself since you've just turned up?
Hi, so I'm Joanne. I'm a deputy clerk of Wellingborough Town Council. Apologies, I'm late. But yeah. Hi, everybody.
Always amazing to see you, and in
Yeah,
person.
I know.
Absolutely in person. Well, we won't dump on you too much because I think it's Connie's turn to sort of tell us what's going on at Hemingwell and also with the BCSE, if I've got that in the right order, assembly. So there you go. Would you like to go for it, Connie?
Okay, the BCSE assembly, my area is arts, culture and heritage. Unfortunately, I haven't done a lot with the thematic itself because I've been so busy with Hemingwell. But Hemingwell, the project is going extremely well. I think this week we came into a second phase. So up until now, I've been gathering information and engaging organizations to become involved, different charities, etc., to become involved in the centre so that we can bring it back into full production. And we've changed some of the volunteers around. Some of the people who used to volunteer way back have come back and they're invigorating the community. We ran a very successful fun day, charity fun day on the 7th, 8th of June, Saturday, first Saturday in June.
Yeah, it's good.
Where the former leader, I suppose, and pastor of the area who made Hemingwell very successful in the past, he came back. He lives now down in West or East Sussex or somewhere. He came back, and of course he's like the Pied Piper, everybody piled in. There was over 400 people across the threshold. And they fed just under 300 people in a barbecue. We got support from the North Ends Community Foundation, and we got support from Great Well Homes, financial support. So everybody was able to come, they didn't have to pay a penny. They met up. We've got a number of volunteers, new volunteers out of it. And the place is getting lively, much more lively. So to start off, I went around to all of the different organizations, the council, the police, etc., to gather interest. And they're now coming together. So there's going to be a trustee meeting. So I've come up with a format to work through over the next 2 to 3 years. And we have to put that now to the trustees. So the idea is we will make the people of Hemingwell responsible for their own community hall. So run by the community, for the community. And we're centering it around, initially, around a cafe, a community cafe, which Jonathan Co-op very kindly given us some support. So we bought tea, coffee and biscuits. So they're able to come in on a Monday and on a Thursday afternoon. I insisted on Thursday afternoon because of the day they come in for the food bank. So trying to encourage them to remain in the place and talk. So the idea is come and talk, come and make new friends, and then gradually we'll find out what else is needed within the community. And then because the VCSC is coordinating it, we can call on any of the thematics to come in and give us support. We've already got some people coming in. The other idea is, so it originally started as a project in Chrysalis, which is a charity for children with trauma. But when we found out how good Glamis Hall was, and a bit of stuff in Kingsway, but nothing at all in Hemingwell, it was decided to look at Hemingwell. Then when I went into Hemingwell in October, saw the building, I thought, my God, how is this empty? It's cradle to grave. So Chrysalis was no longer suitable for it. And luckily, because it was a project that was initially started by the former Lord Lieutenant David Lane, who unfortunately died this year, it was better that the VCSE became involved. So Miranda, who was the voluntary chair, she stepped up and said yes, the VCSE would work with it. So we're developing two committees. One is an operations committee, which is looked after, involves the local community. So they will come together and decide what is needed. But because they're not used to running something like this, we've put in a partnership committee. So the partnership committee are from the VCSE, from the police, from the council, from the Children's Trust. I think there's, yesterday when I counted, there was about 14 or 16 have agreed to step up and work on that, including Glamis Hall, not Glamis Hall, Great Well Homes. They have been absolutely fantastic. They have pulled out all the stops to do everything. And they have organised a volunteering day on the 12th or 14th of July. They've got 40 people coming in to do whatever is required in the centre. They've called on their contractors to give back time, and they're all coming in and sorting the place out. So that's a good start. And we've started to get projects in there. And one of the projects is we're going to try and restart the youth club. And I've got two people, one who's from the community. She's worked with Emma in Service 6. She's done counselling. She works in the local school. She's been off on maternity leave. She's got a lovely little baby. And she's got 3 other children in the community. And then somebody else, and Emma has agreed to sort of support her, be there for her, to refer to if there's any issues. And then somebody else came on board yesterday that I interviewed, and they decided to work together. That was their decision, to run that youth club. And so I have to go out now and get funding for that. And we have some other bits and pieces. There's a group have taken up office space, if you like. They're carers, sort of a caring organisation that they support the parents of children with disability. So they're going around and they're working very much in the community. They're out, they're not sitting in the office all the time. They're out and meeting people. So I met them, I've obviously been communicating with them for the last few months, but met them face to face yesterday, 3 of them. So we've gone into what I now call the build situation. So we've done the research and now it's build to start in small steps, to bring small things in, and then from that branch out and see what's needed. So I'm pleased with the progress, and I'm very lucky that everybody seems to step in and help, and even the CEO of Northamptonshire Carers, who's obviously one of the leads in the BCSE as well, he's agreed to step up and be chair of the partnership committee, because I've no experience in the industry. I'm no use to anybody really, except to move things around. But I've no skill in this sector, so I'm very lucky that he stepped up to do it.
So have you set, are you, or have you, or are you setting up a new CIO or CIT?
No, there
for it?
was,
Because there was an original Hemingwell CIC, isn't there?
yeah, that it carries. So there was originally the Hope Centre, which is what Simon was leading. And in 2016, when he stepped away from the county, and there was talk of Wellingborough Council passing the centre across as a CAT, community asset transfer, same as Glamis. We had a few issues with that one. And they set up a charity in CIO at that stage, so that, and those, the trustees on that are still there. But, you know, we're just reinvigorating them and making one or two changes. And I'm bringing in a lot of process and procedures because they seem to be a bit.
Yes.
But we're really pleased as well with getting the volunteers from and right in from the community, which for me is important. It's, you know, it's their centre, and it's just up to us to upskill, support, and encourage them to do. Actually, from what I saw yesterday and last Thursday, it just comes naturally to them. They are really good community people. And we had the BBC in a few weeks ago, and that was the BBC's decision. They said that anytime they hear about the Hemingwell, it was always bad news that went out. And there is so much good news there. So they came in. The only thing I need is now is funding. That's going to be a challenge, but
It's always the heart, of it, isn't it? Always fun.
we'll see where we go.
With
I have
your
some
DBS checks for your youth teams, you know, do a service where you can get DBSs done through there. It was then BCA service, but when they merged with Serve, it's now under their umbrella. So they'll send you out a DBS form and all the bits of.
So Emma,
information you need.
that's one of the good things as well, like you having Emma Campion. We went through all of the stuff last Friday on a video with Simon, but I was there with Emma. And we're organising, so she mentioned that there was an organisation, she probably would have mentioned the same one, would she?
Probably, I would have thought that.
Yeah, so I'm getting DBS checks on the existing volunteers and also the new ones that we've now recruited. So I can't really, these are all plans at the moment, you know, the way what I've described as the way forward. But I have no authority or anything in the organisation. As I say, I'm just moving bits around. So that has everything that we've planned out needs to go to the trustees, obviously, to approve. Although I know, because I'm working with 3 of the trustees day by day, that they are on board with the approach that we're taking.
Good, it's great news.
Yeah, I'm pleased with the progress. You know, everybody has been really supportive, even, you know, council, the children's trust. Everybody said that they knew that Hemingwell needed something. They needed help and support. And so as soon as somebody, you know, opens the door, they're, yeah, okay, we're on board. So it's been good.
It's really good, and that fun day was amazing.
It was,
Literally,
wasn't it?
It was just, there were so many people there. And I guess if you're giving away free food, they probably would come, but it was just.
Well, we didn't give the food away until 4 o'clock deliberately.
No, it was good. It was good. And the food was good too, so. I mean, I might have had 1 or 2.
I didn't, I only went up for a couple of hours because it was Simon bringing them back and it was the community and they didn't need a stranger in there. I just went up to see the people who had agreed to come in. So Emma had a stand there, Rachel Holmes had, the police were there, fire brigade was there. There was 1 or 2 others, and you were there.
we were there with a massive pop-up swap shop that Simon nearly had kittens about because we literally brought a van full of clothes and you name it, we filled this room. The room probably bigger than this room, just filled it completely. It was like, wow, you know what I mean? Because it was
Did many people come into that room?
not as many as we hoped, but then it wasn't perhaps advertised as that. And of course, people were coming for free stuff. They really enjoyed the games that we put out just outside the doors. I mean, the kids were just going for that. And they're only very simple games, but because they were free, do you know what I mean? They were just queuing up and having such a laugh. And I think we probably lost about 5 ping pong balls, but I mean, the marble game was great. We had about 3 games there, and we were just completely like really well engaged. That was the swap shop was good. Like I say, we got quite a few kids' toys and clothes out, but a lot of the parents obviously were bringing their kids up, and it was more for them. When let's face it, it's a fun day.
After that day, and Emma, who is one of the kids, is going to do the youth club. She's from the community, and she was out and about that day. We asked her to be sort of community children liaison for the day. So we had a meeting with her on the Friday, Simon and myself, and we asked her to go out there as youth liaison. And so she engaged with a lot of people. I don't know who looked after her, maybe probably the whole centre. But and then on the Monday, she came up with an idea of when the day the kids' school finishes, she'll do a party in the community centre for the kids, like end of school
End of term
party. And she came up with, you know, a whole lot of ideas just for that one event. So I printed off the consent forms for her yesterday and dropped them off to her. So she's just on that first day of the holidays, bringing the kids in. And then, you know, she may say, right, we can do this, or what do you want to do? Do you want to come in? Can't do very much during the holidays because there's already a program called Fit and Fed that runs in there. But there might be some other stuff that might be of use or connected, because she's known in the community as well, because she's been at the school. So they were all hanging onto her, when you're coming back, and she's not, but so, you know, that was another successful event immediately. You know, that's adrenaline for us, that within 48 hours, somebody's come out of the community and said, we will do this. You know, so they're a fabulous community.
Got some budgies there, and Simon was amazing too. He was just touching base with so many people that he'd seen as kids. I think the last time he was there.
That was the idea.
But yeah, no, it was a really
was
good.
To be the centre of it that day. That, you know, they all came back. You had a good time here when you were growing up. We might have needed to do that a few times. You know, that we can't do it now, clip them around the ears. But they brought their families, and hopefully he got them to engage again.
He did. No, that was good. That was good.
Sorry, I went on too long.
No, you didn't. No, it was good. I say you've got the opportunity to go on a bit longer today, which is good. I think one of the things you just said kind of follows into this person over here, because you've got something, or should I say, we've got something quite big going on at the end of this school term.
Yeah, we have. Saturday, the 27th of July is our family fun day. Anybody who would like a stall, it's £15. It can be an information stall, or we've got craft stalls coming as well. If it's an information stall, it has to have a game so that the kids have got something to do, or a free something to give them, because it drags them in and then you can talk to them. We've got donkey rides, we've got face painting, we've got a mini farm, we've got an arts and crafts area, a bit of a circus skills area, crazy golf. Premier League kicks are coming, and they're about bringing a big inflatable penalty shootout thing and doing some football drill training and things with kids as well. Eco group will be here fixing things.
Fixing things, playing with things, you name it, doing stuff. So that's all good.
Yeah. Don't think the town
They normally here.
yet. I think they were looking at their diaries.
To book a table
Yeah.
for the mayor,
Yeah.
to raise money for his charity, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got quite a few different organisations coming, and different ones that we've had over the last couple of years as well. So it'd be nice to see some new faces. Mays and Many will be doing an arts and crafts area again, but so it'll be a make and take, so kids can take something straight home with them. Barbecue, cafe, mini mindfulness will be here. various other things. So that, yeah, that's the 27th of July. If anybody wants to come along for the day, just turn up with family and friends. We'll be here all day. And then
On the fly, that's being a real
Yeah.
pain in the backside. Yeah, go on, carry on.
And then we're hosting Play in a Week from GLJ Theatre. That's at the beginning of August. We have some summer activities going on with the youth club, various workshop days. We've got a pop-up gaming once or twice over the summer holidays as well. That's been getting done well with the youth club on a Thursday night. There's a company that bring in big projector screens and the kids can play FIFA and things on big screens rather than little tellies. Yeah, other than that, it's just our normal stuff. Car boots don't resume until the 2nd of October, September. So we're a little bit quieter over the summer. We will be at the carnival next weekend. We've got our lorry and we've got a stall down at the park. Try and raise some funds.
All good.
And then do you want me to do the calendar?
Come on in.
Right. Take my glasses off.
No.
So Mondays we have Starlight Dance and GLJ Theatre. Tuesdays we have the driving tests for Wellingborough go from here all day. Have bingo in the afternoon, and we have theatre training and dance in the evening. Wednesdays we have Zumba in the evenings. Thursdays again we're the driving test centre, and we have youth club. We also have a trial run starting of a new karate group that is being funded and aimed at the Muslim community. That will be every other Thursday starting from the 11th of July. I think they're running that for about 2 or 3 months to give it a trial, and then hopefully that will extend longer. Fridays we have badminton and Premier League kicks. And then the first Friday of the month we have line dancing. Saturdays we've got birthday parties, weddings and everything else that goes on in people's lives. Sunday we have church in the morning and then birthday parties in the afternoon. And then Monday evenings we've had the new group start through Chrysalis. We've had whole health football started. That's been quite well attended the first couple of weeks. And hopefully the numbers will keep improving.
Super.
And then
Well,
we house the eco group.
You do, but you did also mention, oh, we got Val turned up. Hello, Val.
Hello.
How long have you been there, Val?
I thought I'd pop in for about half an hour, if that's all right.
Yeah, would you like to just introduce yourself quickly?
Yeah, okay. Hi everybody. I'm Val Adaway. I'm a utility warehouse partner, helping people save loads of money on their household bills. But also I'm quite passionate about helping people to understand their bills without switching to us, because a lot of people don't understand their energy bills. So I'm always happy to explain things to people so they understand better. That's all, that's it.
That's your introduction, okay. I was just say before I saw your lovely face, Val, that Joe sort of lent into introducing what the other Joe was going to talk about, which is possibly Party in the Park and the Carnival. So would you like to go next, Joe?
So yes, we've got lots of events coming up as well. Party in the Park and Carnival is on the 6th and 7th. I think, Val, you're going to be there, aren't you? With the
I
stall?
am, yeah, I'll be there.
Fantastic. I know that are you going to be in the Carnival parade?
Oh yeah, we're pollinators this time, baby.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh dear, watch out.
I've got the same thing from last year, but yeah, I've got to try and make a float out of a tricycle that I obtained yesterday. So yeah, that'll be my job to do on Sunday. Okay.
No, that's great. So yeah, so we've got the Carnival and Party Park in July. We've also got the beach coming in August. So from the 1st to the 30th of August, the beach will be in the town centre, in between Old Barclays and I think it's a Polish shop, isn't it? Behind the Pagoda. In the same area it was last year anyway.
Yeah.
So that's coming, and there'll be lots of entertainment during time for that as well. And also we are running our summer half-term and food activities beginning the 29th of July to the 2nd of August. first week, and then 5th of August to the 9th of August is the second week. So at the moment, we'll be coming to Glamis Hall and use the toilets hopefully, because I need to book those.
Okay.
And the park for the Monday 29th, Tuesday 30th, Wednesday 31st, and Thursday 1st, because we're waiting for Northampton Town Football Club to come back to us. So hopefully they'll be able to do some activities. And then the rest of the time, we're at Weaver's Leisure Centre this time. So we've got Mini Me Mindfulness. She's on Friday, the 2nd of August. And then she's doing the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the second week. And then we've got Northampton County Cricket Club doing the Monday and the Tuesday of the second week. So they'll be.
They went down really
Yeah,
well. last
exactly. Didn't it?
year.
Yeah, there was loads coming. So yeah, it's all funded by HAF, Northamptonshire Sports. And then this year we're doing 15 places for children that are eligible for free school meals. But then we're also opening it up to children that aren't eligible for free school meals, so they can come along and have activities, come and join the activities as well. And there's a small charge for them to be there just to cover our costs, but they'll get a lunch. And then yeah, they get all the activities and whatever they do. I know the cricket club, they do a pack for you, so you'll have and a ball and something else as well. So when you sign up, they get all those sorted and give them for free on the day for cricket. And then September, we're looking to merge the bandstand event with a mayor's event to try and raise money for his charity. His charities are Northamptonshire Heritage Forum and Friends of Swanspool Gardens this year. And we're going to do a cream tea event at Swanspool Gardens. So we're going to sell cream tea packages. So there's going to be a couple of scones, there'll be some cream and some jam, and then tea or coffee. We'll sell them as a package, as a ticket kind of thing to help raise. And then there will be other sandwiches and drinks and cakes and everything else. Hopefully at the event as well, with a lovely band playing to entertain you all.
Lovely.
So, yeah.
Sounds amazing. Just like the concert in the park was, what, about
Yes.
2 weekends ago?
A couple of weekends, that was really
Yeah,
good, wasn't
That
it?
was really
Friday?
good. Yeah, D-Day. That
Yeah.
was, we had, we provided teas for that one.
You did, didn't you?
We did. We were everywhere. And had lots of diggies come and say, "Oh, here we go. Look at this." No, carry
Yeah,
on.
sorry,
Go
I'm
on.
gonna be along, yeah. So we do the well-informed newsletter, everybody knows. So in here we put all like entertainment and activities that are going on in the town, advertising it. We have hard copies that are available. I take them to the Glamis Hall, have them here. They're at Swansgate Centre, they're in the library, they're in the Wendell Leisure Centre and the Redwell Leisure Centre and the Victoria Centre. And I haven't quite got into the Hemel Centre yet, but I'm going to try and get in there as well. So yeah, if you've got anything to advertise,
Give
send,
it to Connie, she'll put them in there.
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah, if you've got any
that's it.
activities to advertise, send it through. My details on the back, I'll leave you one of these. And yeah, get it sent to me. The deadline date this time at the moment is the 12th of July.
It's coming up fast.
It's coming up fast, a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So anything, any editorial that you've got, we can put in there. Welly Womble's always send us a little editorial to put in there, which is always great to read. The Lions sometimes do, and sometimes she brings in the Wellingborough Town Football Club. So there's lots of little bits in there and activities and stuff. So we've got that one coming up. That'll go out at the end of July. So it will cover August, September and October dates. And then we'll have another one obviously at the end of October, which will cover over Christmas. And then Sally's been working hard in the background as well. She sent me an email. She says, don't forget to let them know. And oh yeah, so taking over the Swans Pavilion, we're trying to still take over that. It's on hold at the moment because of the elections. So the Northampton Council are not doing anything at the moment. But we're looking to have a questionnaire sent out by, I can't remember what date she said. It's going to be soon anyway for people to answer, which will ask about the cafe that we want to put in there and also an adventure golf course. So we'll have that questionnaire coming out soon. It'll be in the edition of the Well Informed as well.
Mini
There
golf.
used to be like a platinum green thing up there before, didn't there,
was, but I
many
think
years
it's gonna
ago?
be a bit more
Was that in
adventurous, that, yeah. And with tennis as well, that's reminded me. Sally's been working with NNC and also the Lawn Tennis Association.
Yeah.
Because we're looking to get the tennis courts refurbished.
Right.
So subject to tree,
Speak to N Sport as well, because
Oh.
they've got funding to
I was
do
gonna say,
stuff in
we've got
Northampton.
funding already to
Yeah,
get it
and-
complete. It's got to be done by the end of September for this
Yeah.
funding. So Sally's been working with
I
them.
know
We've just
Sport
got,
got some funding pots
they
available
do,
for
don't they?
Wellingborough.
Yeah, I think we might have gone into some of those already for something.
Mm.
Yeah, so as long as tree roots aren't going to upset it all kind of thing, yeah, we'll
Mm.
hopefully get all that sorted and that will be up and running again by the end of September. Yeah, exactly. So that will be really good. We've also launched an app for businesses to report ASB in the town. It's called WARS, WARS. So this enables businesses to report ASB directly to the police rather than through the 101 number, which is a bit of a nightmare for some of them, and they end up they don't do it in the end because it's just so time consuming. So businesses will be visited in the town for them to sign up. And then Emma and I are going to get some training next week to also use it as well. So that'd be good.
Just town centre or anywhere in Wellingborough?
I think it's the town centre at the moment, but I think they possibly will venture out. But at the moment, we're just concentrating on the ASB in the town centre and getting that bit looked at.
Awesome. Oh,
I'm
no,
sorry,
there's
sorry.
more. No,
More,
carry on.
there's
This is
more,
good.
There's more. Who says that?
I don't know.
So yeah, we're also still working on climate change. I'm just catching up. So July, I'm looking at doing reducing your water consumption. So I've got some little posters that are going out. I've got 10 tips to help people to reduce their water consumption, which is pretty much free. So obviously turning the tap off when you brush your teeth or when you wash your face, fill up a cup when you're washing your mouth out with toothpaste kind of thing, that kind of thing. Using full loads for your washing machine, full loads for your dishwasher, just like 10 free tips that we're going to get out. So we'll get that promoted out by the website as well and our socials. And then Sally's been working with when school students work experience. So I think it's a week on Monday. She's heading over there and they're going to help devise part of the questionnaire for our Swans Pavilion and see if they can get lots of answers from students. So we get a nice little varied and more answers come through for our questionnaire. And then she's also been approached by Weaver's School as well.
So I know Weavers are looking for places
yeah,
to work.
so
So
they've
if anybody's got any work experience for students, Weavers are looking for places for people to go to at the moment.
Yeah, so they come to us, so we're gonna reach out to them with the same kind of programme.
Yeah,
We're
we're having a few.
Yeah, they've emailed me as well. I'm like, okay.
I think it came through.
Yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, it might have been through the Community Organisations website.
Okay. I did sort of look at it and kind of have to skim through it, but there we go.
Then of course got the mayor as well, so I look after him. So as I mentioned, the bandstand event that he wants to do, he also wants to do a gala dinner. He wants to do a film and historic talk.
Not
event
surprising.
as well. No,
No.
it's very up on his
Very
history. isn't he?
knowledgeable.
Yeah, very
Absolutely.
knowledgeable. And also the civic service. He also wants to do a supper time thingy. He's not quite sure what restaurant or what kind of food to do yet, but that's something we'll look at for the new year. And also there was something else and I've just slipped my mind because there's just so much information.
I don't know the bus from the beach being back with this year.
Oh, I'll have to get clarification from Emma on that one, but I'm
Just in
hoping
case that
so.
was the thing you forgot.
Yeah,
Was it when
no,
I
I
knew
was
yourself
thinking she wasn't
last year?
there, yeah. But I will clarify from Emma, but I'm hoping that we've got that in place. I'm sure she will do some.
Can you organise the weather, Joe?
Oh,
Yeah.
why not? Nobody do any rain dancing and we should be fine. Yeah. Sun and the sun.
I think you're doing a grand job, you know. I think you're doing amazing.
Yeah, the three of us in the office,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Busy.
Definitely.
Yeah, and of course, I don't know if we've had a chance to speak about the Wendell Walk. That was an amazing event.
Oh, yeah, so it's
Yeah,
over
enjoyed it.
900 people walking,
Yeah,
yeah.
there was a big old purple tent in the way, weren't there, Val? But we can get around that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was first time I've been to the Wendell Walk. Not that I walked, but I enjoyed it. It was good. Thank you.
Good.
That's really
Entertainment wasn't too loud for you, was it?
No, no, it's all right.
I caught dancing once, I'm sure I did.
Oh,
Yeah, I definitely caught her dancing.
Yeah, we had a nice different mix array of entertainment this year, so I think
No,
we've
it's
done
really
really,
good.
really well. We've had lots of good
It's
positive
really good.
feedback, so yes.
And I
very
took
pleased.
185 photos and shared them across 5 social media platforms
Wow.
for you. So
Oh my gosh, that's
yeah,
amazing.
work out how
Wouldn't
many
be
that is.
many,
Nearly
but-
1,000 photos that were
Yeah.
1,000 things that were shared around. So that's
That's amazing. Thank
pretty
you.
mad. But there we go. So hey ho.
That bird
Yeah.
gets everywhere, doesn't it?
Bird, that bird is a clap.
Wonderful
Yeah,
bird.
that- the Bernardo's at the weekend. you were
That was
telling me
yeah. We had a co-op fest mini fete at Bernardo's outside the shop on Gold Street, and I had Wendell the bird sitting at the back of the stall because it just attracts people, and there were children running across the car park going, Wendell! It's just lovely, isn't it? Because you know what I mean? It was so. Never mind the massive, great big Bernardo's teddy that was sitting at the front. So of course Wendell had to go at the front because there we go. He's a bit of a star. Nobody come up and said, "Oh, Jonathan." No, Wendell. Here we go. So yeah, that kind of worked, that little trick, didn't it? So 2 years on the trot, yeah. And even the councils were covering in this year, which is really cool. Anywho, not saving the best till last, but I am last, and I think I've got about 6
got
minutes to
Val to go,
squeeze.
yeah.
Huh?
Got Val to go, yeah.
Have you got anything to say, Val? Any stuff that you're doing?
No, I should, people can come and say hello to me at the carnival and party in the park. And if they want to, they can enter our free prize draw to win 20,000. That's a national draw, by the way. It's not me that pays that out. Or
You're going to Ruston's party in the park as well, aren't you?
yeah, I'm at Rushton Party in the park as well. Then I'm going to go on holiday for a week. So that's why I can't come and do Glamis Hall, Joe. So sorry.
Wow. Wow, don't know what to say. I think you've done every year. You've let me down.
Sorry.
How dare you have a holiday?
Well, don't take me off the list, will you?
No, of course not.
Don't think that's going to be a thing. Do you?
Never.
And I'm going
Anyway.
to try and get down to the new cafe on Pebble Lane sometime to see them down there. The Wellingborough Community Cafe.
Beauty first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm around.
Yeah,
You could.
yeah, definitely.
It sounds like you may have an invite into Hemingwell as well, Val. So that's good.
Oh, that'd be nice. What's that then? Tell me
The
more.
Hemingwell Centre, Connie, who's over here, is helping getting it all back up and running and working to its finest.
Oh, fantastic. I'd love to come and perhaps we can meet up and you can tell me more about it.
I'll give you Val's contact details.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Val.
Okay.
Our community cafe at the moment is running on a Monday and
Yeah.
also on the Wednesday afternoon with the food bank.
Okay.
And that would be an ideal time to have you in. We could advertise that you're coming and
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah, I'd love to come and
So eco group in about 30 seconds by the looks of it. We too are going to Party in the Park on the Sunday, where we had a massive stall. I think I put 3 gazebos up in one spot, but I think we got away with it, didn't we, Jen?
Only just,
Yeah, only just, yeah. Hey ho. And I believe, I don't know if I say this every time we come, and if you can see the certificates up there, we actually won the carnival last year, so we've got quite a bit of living up to do. And I will ask you in a second, Rachel, what you're planning to Kai's. So I said earlier, we're planning to be pollinators this year with a couple of litter pickers mixed in. So I'm going to be a bee. We might have some bats as well. I'm not sure. I think they're pollinators. I'm getting the look. It must be a Joe thing. I'm getting the eyes from both of you now. But there we go. So that's quite a big thing. We've done a little bit for it, but perhaps not enough. So that's a busy weekend we've got here. Something worth mentioning that happened yesterday is we did have the Wellingborough election hustings. So that was well attended. We had 60 people in and 100 people online. So that was good. I've edited a video and shared that this morning. So if anybody wants to find out who to vote for locally, do have a look at the Wellingborough Eco Group's website. for Wellingborough hustings. We'll of course have a look at the socials. We are mega busy in here. We now I think come in just about every day of the week now, don't we? So
Unless you're at the allotment or nature ranging.
yeah, so Mondays, I think Joe's led me in quite nicely there. We tend to be at the I do not. We tend to be at the community allotment on Mondays, 10 till 2. Anybody can come, it's a community thing. The stuff that we grow will be shared amongst the volunteers that come, and any excess will come here to our food sharers thing, which happens on a Tuesday, or if it's excess that we can't use in that way, it will go to an animal charity, either Animals in Need in Little Irchester or our Duckman in Burton Latimer. So there you go. I won't dwell on my Duckman, but he's a very nice fella. Or we do nature rangers on a Monday too. So 1 week out of 4, we actually come into the Eco Hub. We then plan what we're doing. I've usually got a plan. Like this week, we went and sorted out our little trees because we planted nearly 1,000. Actually, we planted over 1,000 trees last year. We went and looked after about 800 of them on Kilbourne Park last Monday, just giving them a bit of space and a little bit of a drink. And then 1 out of 4, we're also down the community allotment to look after nature too. Tuesdays is mental, isn't it, Joe? So yeah, I think, oh, actually, one more thing on, you said I was going to be social, which is very social on a Monday. It goes from 6 till 8. It's run by Emma, who's hiding from the camera, don't know why. And that is open to everybody. Generally has between 10 and 12 people in here. Sewing machines galore, loads of tea, loads of chatting. Tuesdays, moving on, we have swap shop, which is what you can pretty much see around you. We have food sharers. This thing just behind Joe here is full of food. There's probably 100 oranges that we've got in there, but that's absolutely bursting with food. About 20 trays of food we get through every week, all completely for free. We try and save it. We save it from Redeemed Foods. We save it from Tesco's. We save it from the co-op. And people just come and help themselves. There's no means testing or anything like that. It's just to save the food from the bin. We also have Tuesday tidy ups with Wellingborough, so people go and borrow our litter pickers and tidy up the local area. Freddie also runs another Tuesday tidy ups in the morning in various locations around the town. And the other thing that we do in here, again very successfully, is happy cafes. Those take place between 10 and 2 on a Tuesday and a Thursday. Free tea, free coffee, free hot food. Again, the food is all stuff that we've saved from the bin. We cook it up and serve it to people. We probably serve in the region of about 30 meals on a Tuesday and about 15 meals on a Thursday. And on a Tuesday, we regularly get anywhere between 50 and 70 people through the door. So quite a busy time. So Wednesdays is when we have our mini-me mindfulness session, which is what I was talking about earlier. Thursdays, the happy cafe, the swap shop. We also have something called eco crafters, so we try and invite people in to not only just have cups of tea, but also to try and start crafting projects. And again, that's picking up. That's quite a busy little do. Friday, we have our eco club for kids. Had a new person in today. That generally has about sort of 3, 4, 5 families. Goes on for a couple of hours, costs a couple of quid per child, but that includes everything they want to eat and all the crafting materials. This afternoon, Emma's also doing another crafting session, teaching people how to actually craft. So that's going on for the next few weeks. And on a Friday night between 6 and 8, we have something called Replay Fridays to try and get people a bit engaged. It's like a happy cafe with loads of games out. Rummy Cub's the favourite. Joe loves it. She comes in and cheats every time. Not going to go down there. She does.
I can just score better points than he can.
Actually, I keep on winning now, so you might have a bit. Yeah, I'm getting used to it now. I'm quite good at cards. I've just kind of connected the dotted, whatever. Last one of the month is generally a games console night, so that's a bit loud in here, but kids love it. Saturdays we have a repair cafe. We've got one on the second Saturday of next month. There isn't an indoor car boot sale, as Joe's already said, but we will be having some fixers in this room. We'll be having a couple of gazebos out there, fixed bicycles. We will be taking a break in August for that, but that's the only week of the year that we don't do our repair cafe. And of course, this Saturday we have our monthly 2-hour tidy up, and we're actually tidying outside St Mark's Church. I nearly said McDonald's for some reason. That would have probably been better. But the park just off of Brick Hill Road is a bit mucky, so we're going to get down there, hopefully with about 20 of us, and we're probably going to fill about 50 bags like we normally do. So it's quite a thing in 2 hours to pick up that much litter, and we do it every month. And that's how the group started about 4.5 years ago. We've gone over time a little bit. I do want to tell you,
Polish group.
yeah, I'll tell you about the Noughts and Crosses group, who come here every other Wednesday. They also now use the Tesco community room on the alternate Wednesdays. That's between 6 and 8 p.m. Very friendly group. Held some absolutely fabulous events in the hall over the last few months. A couple of weeks ago, we had a Get Fit session, which I somehow got dragged into and won a medal. Not sure how much getting fit I was doing, but I think because I was supporting it, that's why I got a medal. But yeah, that was really fun. We had about 100 people come to that, and they're actually part of the eco group now, so that's a really good thing. So the eco group, focusing on the eco groups, about 10 projects, 10 groups, if you like, of groups. We're just about to become a limited company, so we'll sort of be everything and everything. We were going to become a charity, a CIO, but yeah, we won't dwell on that. One else thing I was just about to say before Joe reminded me about the Noughts and Crosses group is that the co-op is getting rid of its member pioneers, which is me. So on August the 10th, there will be no more member pioneers. So we will have another forum next month. And I'd like everybody to think, is this something that we continue to do? Well, it's like I say, we did stop it after the One Wellingborough Plus project finished.
Yeah.
And then obviously I took on the co-op member pioneers job about 3.5 years ago, quite a long time ago now. And one of the things that attracted me to that role was the fact that they wanted a community forum. And I think it's a really valuable thing that we do for the town, and it certainly gets the message out. So it might be something with support that we take on as the eco group or as a different entity. But perhaps if people have a thought about that, we can discuss that at the next community forum, which of course will be on the last Friday of July. We normally have a week off in August.
I won't be able to attend the one in July.
What?
So before the family
yeah.
festival
Oh yeah, we have this conversation every time.
year.
Every year we have this conversation. So there we go. We're not going to move it to Wednesdays because I think everybody's confused with us changing it to this, that, and the other. You've not got an hour just for little old me.
Not on that day.
Okay. So that's when we're going to have it. I will probably be briefed with what Joe's doing, and obviously I'll probably be doing 1,000 things for the community festival too. What can I say? Rachel, would you like to tell us what you're doing in the carnival?
In the carnival, so the theme is book themed, and we are dressing up as different book characters this year. I don't know if any of you know Dee, but she's been working hard on our entry. So yeah, we'll challenge you, Jonathan. Well, Dee will anyway, for the first place.
That's exactly why I decided to introduce you there to that. So then, okay. Well, I'm going to try and do this just to finish us off, because I know you use this as well, Wellingborough Library. We have, oh look, it worked and everything. That never happens, Joe. Have you noticed that? That actually worked and amazing. We have a website, which is Wellingborough Organisation's website, wellingborough.org. On there is a fabulous calendar that shows most of Glamis Hall's events, most of the eco group's events, and also the lovely people at Wellingborough Library do put their events on it too. That is open to anybody. Connie, Joanne, you can all have a login to that to put your events on there. And I know you guys in the library do actually use that to tell people what's going on in the town when people come and talk to you at the reception there. So it's a useful thing. As you can see on the screen there as well, we've got a couple of Facebook groups and a Nextdoor group. We've got 2 Wellingborough forums, one on Nextdoor, one on Facebook. And of course, we've got a Facebook group for the Wellingborough Organisations Community Forum that is just based on community stuff, because of course the Wellingborough Forum does have a lot of people sharing their wares and businesses and stuff like that. You'd be glad to know, I think that's about it, unless anybody else has got anything to add. Oh, we have got a community forum in Rushton next Thursday on election day. That screen is slightly wrong because it will be in the Rushton Hall committee room. Yes, it is election day, but we've decided to proceed with that next because I think the last time we had one at Rushton Hall, that was also an election day, possibly. I can't remember what it was now. It was Police and Crime Commission was one it was. We've had so many elections recently, I'm getting confused. So if you are in Rushton or Higham Ferrers or just fancy getting involved, we have another one of these forums called the Rushton and Higham Community Forum, Connecting Connectors, on Thursday. And that's about it. Unless, like I say, anybody else has got anything to say.
No, I'll see you at the carnival.
Yes.
So,
Looking forward to
See
it.
everyone at the carnival.
okay. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. It's been a pleasure as always. And of course, this will be on Facebook and all the social media, including YouTube, tonight. So thank you very much. Have a lovely July, and yeah, see you at the carnival.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
See you later.
Bye.